Hey everybody, I am going to attempt to record Women Who Rock again. Yeah, had a little bit of a disaster the first time, so we're going to do this one more time and hopefully get this up and onto YouTube for you because it is now incredibly late. What can I say? Technical difficulties are just a part of my life and I should know better and plan on them. Before I get into this project, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things. You know what they are. So, this is the project that was created by Cece, who is Diva Next Door, my friend Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty, and my favorite Irish Rose, Ruth Foley. Okay, they did this starting on August 26th of 2022, and it will run till August 26th of 2023 because that is Women's Equality Day. They gave us a list of just incredible women and something from each of those women, a quote, a song, something, and then a prompt to go with it. So I didn't bring them all in at once, but by the second month I had brought them all in because we were allowed to do that. We could pick as many as we want. I could bring them all in. We could do roulette. We could do whatever. They did do this in collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies group on Facebook. You know I will have all of their channels and the Facebook group linked in my description box. The hashtag for this is Women Who Rock PP. Now, the first thing I have to do, for some reason, I don't know if I told you this or not, because why would I remember what I've said? I had in my Lancome Definicils mascara for Rosa Parks as a stand-up product, and I wanted to use that through the end of the year. So the final November and December usages from when I updated to the end of the year were 16. I don't know if I had given you an accurate number. I don't know that you care. Honestly, I really don't. 36. I got 55 uses on that too. So there you have it. I don't know that anyone's even going to remember because it was so long ago. But really not the point. Now, let's talk about what I do have going on. I have got, for number one, Spice Girls, a product you really, really, really want to pan. I pulled in this now very small NARS Velvet Gloss Lip Pencil in New Lover. I can make another mark, but it is so close that it's really hard to see. So if we just kind of go from the start line to where we are now, that's what I've used. My goal is to finish this, and honestly, I'm just not really doing that well with making marks, so I'll just show you where the start is and where we are. And then, I was better at this the first time around, I promise. Now I just feel scattered. Then I have Rachel Platten is my next prompt, and that is the fight song. So it's a product you have to fight to open or fight to use up. With that, I picked a lip gloss because I always have to fight to use up lip glosses. This is the Rare Beauty Gloss in Nearly Mauve, which I was wearing today. I don't know if I had any on, but it's hard for me to get a swatch because it is fairly sheer. So you can see just a little bit of it. I didn't reweigh it. Why didn't I do that? Because I'm lazy and forgot? That's entirely possible. But I have my scale, so we'll just weigh it and see if it's changed. We're at 26.7 grams. Oh, that did change. Okay. We were at 27 in October, and that was the last time I wrote anything down. So we are now at 26.7, which isn't a huge jump, but at least it is a jump. And this is technically the February update, not the March one, so you're probably going to get one at the end of this month. And I had to go digging out certain things to put them back in. I'll explain it when I get there. But anyway, that's where we're at with that. I had in, for Princess Diana, Something Tough But Beautiful. I had a BK Beauty lipstick in here in Acceptance. I do not have it. When I did this update the first time, I thought everything was good because I had audio until I went to edit, and then I had no audio. I had put it in for 5 uses. The reason I put in the color Acceptance was because I felt that Princess Diana had to really fight to be accepted into the royal family, fight to be accepted for her place as a humanitarian. And so acceptance was a big part of what she struggled with, struggled for, and even to an extent within herself and her own identity. So that was the reason I chose that. My BK lipsticks, I got the set of like the pinky nudes. They smell bad to me. They're not that old, but they smell off. They're not rancid crayon yet. They're just not right. So I thought, you know what? I need to get rid of this because I can't keep using it. So I did get my uses. It was a rollout and then I threw it away. Yeah, I know. Great, huh? But I do have another one. So this is for Anne Frank. This one is something that makes you feel brave. And I picked BK Beauty's Self-Love. When you are confident in yourself, when you love who you are much more brave. You're less afraid of stepping out there and putting yourself forward. That is the reason I chose this. Now, I put this in for 5 uses also. Yeah, and they just smell funky. I don't know what the deal is. But on this one, I've only gotten 3 uses. So I'm leaving it in to get a couple more. If it starts to smell worse, chances are this one's going to go the way of the other one. But I wanted to at least get my uses in before I did that. All right, then I had number 12. I had Katy Perry and her song Roar. So this is a product that makes you feel fierce. Now, my logic was when you don't care what other people think about you, that actually makes you more confident, and that's what leads you to being fierce, is when you are very aware and happy within who you are and within yourself. With who you are and within yourself. Yeah, that. So for that, I picked Touch of Glam's IDGAF. And no, I'm not going to tell you what that stands for. You should all know this. If not, Google it. See what it comes up with, because I don't actually know. I've never tried it. But that's what I picked. And it is a gorgeous, almost pinky purple with just a hint of a little bit of gold in it. It's stunning. It's absolutely lovely color. And I had put that in for 5 uses. I actually got 6. So that is also a rollout. Okay. Then we have Sacagawea, a product that helps out your skin or makeup look. Well, for me, I like primers. So I had brought in the Smashbox Photo Finish. This is the travel size. So this is a 0.34 ounce. And I cut it open and got every last bit of it out of there. So that is a completed prompt because I finished it. This is what I was talking about. When I did all of this, I actually did it in February. So this is going to be part of my February empties, which you're going to see very shortly. And that's why. Because normally I would put it in March, but this is the February update technically, so it's going in February's empties. Because I said so. All right. 14 is Frida Kahlo, and this is a pop culture product or Latina brand. Latinx. I'm not sure exactly how it was written. But it is something with the founder who is of Latin descent. Is that not offensive? It's a Latinx thing. I brought in, to match my lip gloss, I brought in this, because this was a set that I got at Sephora. And so this is I think it's like one of the kind words things. So it's technically, I think, a tinted lip balm. I thought it was a lipstick because it's a very glossy lipstick, in my opinion. But gloss, lipstick, whatever. I've always thought it was a lipstick, and then I went to go see if they had it. And this isn't Sincere, and they don't have Sincere anymore. So that's when I found out it was not actually technically a lip gloss or lipstick. But I finished it off. That is all we have got. I can't get any more out. And even the swatches, the metal drags, and I start to lose the color. So this is an empty. This is also going in February's empties. You guys don't even care, do you? If I put it in February, if I put it in March, the reason that I do the things that I do is because of some twisted logic in my own crazy brain. So I'm sure you guys really aren't too concerned about any of that, and I don't know why I feel the need to explain it. But if I wasn't being the crazy train, you guys wouldn't know what to expect of me. So that is a completed prompt. That's a rollout. Next I have 17. This is Harriet Tubman. So this is a black-owned makeup brand. With that, I have a lip liner from Mented, and this is the pink lip pencil. Now, I put this in with a gold to finish because I was just feeling ambitious. I don't know, I got all excited about all these powerful women and thought, well, let's just go to town. We have a whole lot of pencil here. Oh, it just keeps going. There is a whole lot of pencil there. And I can pretty much guarantee you that even if this ends in August, I'm probably not going to get this finished. But I have it in with a gold to finish. So we're going to work on it and attempt. The thing that kind of bums me out is that for pink, it is not pink. It is a slightly taupey mauve. So it's okay. It's not great. It does pull a little bit more taupey than I would prefer it to, which means it's a great neutral, but I need pink. So I'm working on it. I'm struggling with it. Still working on it. Then I have got Serena Williams. The quote is, "I don't like to lose at anything. Yet I've grown most not from victories, but setbacks." So this is a product you learn to love. I am not a brow person. I don't do much with them, as you well know. And I've told you guys before, I had them microbladed and I do need to have them touched up, and that's the reason that I use brow products at all. For this, I brought in the e.l.f. Wow Brow because I actually don't mind it. I don't mind this kind of a product for my eyebrows because I don't have to do much. I don't have skills, you guys. I am not doing a really nice line and carving my brows out. Not happening. So it's got the itty bitty baby brush, and this is just taupe. It is still going strong. I've had it in for a while, but that's my product, and when it dries up, I'll let you know. All right, then I have Marie Curie, and this quote is, "I am one of those who think, like Nobel, that humanity will draw more good than evil from new discoveries." So this is a product that you have newly discovered. Oh yes, newly discovered. Goodness me. With this, I brought in a Looksy shadow. Nope, that's not the one. This is the one. This is the Looksy shadow I brought in. This is in the shade Stormy Morning. And one of the reasons that I brought in a Looksy shadow specifically is because Kim did a swatch party and helped me pick colors. So this is in here for Kim. That's what it looks like. Okay, wait a second. So you can see that they're somewhat similar, but slightly different. We all know that if it's shiny purple, especially if it's a pinkish light purple, I'm pretty much going to get it. It's kind of my shade. All right, I brought that in for 10 uses, and somewhere I had a card that said how many uses I had, but I don't know what I did with it, and I believe I am at either 6 or 7. I still have a couple more uses, so that is going to stay in the project. I'll let you know when I finish it, because quite frankly, now I have no idea where I was at because I don't have all of my cards. You know, it's going to just be one of those days. I think that's just what we're going to have to accept, because I have an issue with the next one too. So the next thing is something that I brought in as a bonus, and I brought it in not because she necessarily fits in to this category for something in particular that she has done, but because of who she was. And I wanted to do something to honor Christine McVie since she had passed. This project came up for my update very shortly after that happened. Her passing, for some reason, really hit me hard. And I'm not entirely certain why, but it bothered me for days. And I don't know what it is about her passing. It's like, yes, of course I'm sad. I enjoyed her music. I enjoy Fleetwood Mac, all of that. But her passing in particular bothered me. And it bothered me enough that I wanted to do something. So I picked something to bring in as a bonus for this. This is not on their list of prompts. If they want to use it, they by all means can. If this is a personal thing, kind of like, sometimes I do bring in something that's just a personal for me. That's what this is. So what I chose to bring in is the Sydney Grace single in Turtle Doves. And they make a specific cooing sound. That's the reason I picked this. This is just a really pretty kind of champagne-y shade. Very shiny. It's Sydney Grace. It's a lovely shimmer. And I did that because for me, it went with the song Songbird, which was Christine McVie's song. It was one she wrote. It was one she sang. They used to close the show with it. Sometimes she would be accompanied by Lindsey Buckingham on guitar. Quite often in the live shows, it would literally just be her and her piano. And a lot of it is a lot of what the song is about is it being, get the words out. the overarching feeling of this song is supposed to have been after the show, after everybody's left, what you're left with. And that was kind of the mood she was trying to evoke with the song. And the song is beautiful, of course. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. I don't know that there's many people that haven't heard it. So this is just an on my own thing. If you do have anybody that you would like to add to the girls or to the ladies list, you can contact any one of them. You can message them. They're on Instagram. They're on Facebook, or not Facebook. They're on Instagram. They're on YouTube. You can leave messages in any of their comment section of their updates. And Kim had mentioned that they have been getting all kinds of cool stuff. And I actually have sent a couple different things into them also. Like I said, this one is just a personal thing. So that's an aside. If you do have a suggestion, let them know. They're hoping to bring this back for another round. And I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping they're getting enough suggestions to give us another list or to double the list or, whatever it is that we need to do. Anyway, I brought in that song. Geez Louise. I brought in this for Christine McVie on my own. I did it for 10 uses and I think I'm at 6. But this also I have not completed, so this is just going to stay in the project and I will update you when that is done. I don't have my cards with the number of uses because, like I said, I had all this stuff, did this whole thing, put everything where it was going to go, and then had to scramble to try and find things and bring them all back, and I apparently missed some stuff. Amazing how that happens, isn't it? But what I do want to give you now that I have completed everything for the project update and my personal honorary item update, I don't even know what to call that. I'm going to give you my music moment. And I'm sticking with the theme here. This is about women who rock. I went with the group The Warning. Not he, the. If you have not heard of this band, that would not be the most surprising thing in the world, although they have toured in multiple countries in the world. They are a group of sisters from Monterrey, Mexico. They became known because they did a cover of Metallica's Enter Sandman, and it kind of went viral. They were very young. I want to say that, so it's 3 sisters. I want to say at that point, the youngest one was 7. Her bass was actually taller than she was. But that's kind of how they got noticed. And then things went from there. They do their own original music. They have put out a couple of albums. They were just recently touring. I know they toured through the U.S. They toured through Canada. I have not gotten to see them play live. But you have got the oldest sister, Danny, who plays the guitar and does a lot of the lead vocals. You have got Pau, which is short for Paulina. She is the middle sister. She is the drummer and also singer. And then Alejandra is the bass player and the youngest sister. She does more backing vocals. She doesn't generally take lead, but she does. She can. She has. There are a couple of videos of her singing out there. All 3 of these girls were taught piano starting, I believe, about the age of 6. And then about, and I'm trying to remember from the videos because I watched a lot of different videos and a lot of their interviews and things like that. I believe they were about the age of 8 when they were allowed to pick an additional instrument that they wanted to focus on. The reason that Pau ended up being the drummer was because when they would play the video game Rock Band, she had such a unique way of timekeeping that her parents actually kind of encouraged her to take up the drums. So it's really interesting. They were recently asked to participate in the 30th anniversary Metallica Black album. That came out awkward. It's the 30th anniversary of the Black Album by Metallica. For that, they're doing something called Blacklist. What that is it's other people doing the songs from that album, and that is what is going to be released. So the band was invited to do this song with Alessia Cara. There is a video for that available on YouTube if you would like to watch it. But the one that I wanted to pull in here was Disciple. I'm pretty sure. If I have that wrong, I will put it across the screen. This one I think it's more of a video, not just them performing live. So there's kind of a thematic element with it. And it also kind of shows the ladies away from their instruments in some parts and singing. So you get a little bit more of a sense of whose voice is whose in here. I think it's just a really cool song in general. I have some other songs that I really enjoy by them. I have a kind of a tie for first place favorite with this song and another one, which may come up in a different music moment. So I'm not going to give too much away. But like I said, I am going to link that video down below for your listening pleasure if you so choose. And hopefully, you can find a new band that way. All right. I think that's everything. I don't know. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. If I have forgotten things, they're going to be either in the description box or I'll have had them scrolling across the screen. Thank you for tolerating my absolute scatterbrained second take update. Hopefully, later on this month, you're going to get one on time and it will actually be a little more coherent and I'll have all of the information in front of me. All right, until next time, everybody, thank you so much. See ya. Bye.